Hello, this is Dr. Jen, the Intuitive Phoenix, wanting to talk to you if you are wanting to gain clarity in your life or your business, or you're feeling confused about what is your next step. This is a conversation that I have with a lot of people, whether it's through social media or during client sessions or my group healing sessions. And one of the first things that often comes up around confusion or not knowing what to do next is people don't really know what they want. So the first step to gaining some clarity is determining what you really want, whether it's in your life or your business. Get clear on that. In a lot of cases, people want their situation to change, their circumstance to change, or they want things to improve or get results, but they're not really sure what that looks like. They know that what they're currently experiencing is what they don't want to be in. So get clear on where or what results you're wanting to gain. That's one of the first steps. Again, we try to get results without really knowing where we're trying to go. That would be like asking the GPS to get you to your destination without putting an address in. Kind of hard to do that. Universe can't help us get there. We can't manifest it. We can't take action if we don't even know where we're going. The second thing is the information is available to us. The answers are within us. What we need is within us. And we always have access to that. What leads to confusion is we want what we want, when we want it, how we want it, in the steps that maybe we've tried to lay out, or again, hope that somehow work out when we don't even really know what they are. Talk about confusion. Talk about chaos with no clear direction. So once you get clear on the results or what you want to manifest, the next step is to clear out the distractions. I'll often hear people say, well, I'm going to organize my computer before I make these changes in my business. Or I've got to create a system before I take this next step. Well, what's that next step? Well, I don't know. How can you create a system if you're not even quite sure what the next step is or where you're going yet? Another piece is spending a lot of time up in your head trying to figure things out. People are always saying, well, I just got to figure it out. Most of the people I'm talking to are in their 30s, 40s, 50s, and beyond. If you haven't figured it out yet, if figuring it out in your head hasn't gotten you there yet, the likelihood of it getting you there is pretty slim. We've got to move out of our head. Our head can convince us of anything. Our head, well, is our servant. It is what executes action. It is our body, our being, our heart, our gut that we gain true information from. Our head is designed to, well, our nervous system is designed to keep us safe. And our mind is going to help us to, well, repeat patterns. It's not so comfortable stepping outside our comfort zone into what would become new patterns. So get clear on where you're wanting to go. Get rid of the distractions. And what I mean by that is don't be figuring, or doing busy work. Doesn't really help. We want to get into our body. I had a conversation with a client the other day, and she really wanted me to confirm for her the direction that she was taking or wanting to take. And I couldn't do that. I couldn't confirm for her because she, on some level, already knew what she was wanting to push through was not in her highest and best interest. and she was all up in her head. So you got to get in your body. You can do that with deep breathing. You can do that with yoga, meditation, anything that would be considered a mindful exercise. And it doesn't have to be an hour-long meditation. 10 deep breaths can help move you into your body so you can make decisions that are in your highest and best interest. And part of I got to get clear, I'm looking for clarity, is resistance. Oh, I'm not going to take any action until everything's clear. All the steps are laid out. It's like you want to be given this roadmap and confirmation that all those steps are actually going to occur for you to get the results and you're going to be a success. And until you have that blueprint and it's been confirmed for you in some way, you don't want to move forward. The only step that we need clarity around is the first, maybe the second step. What I've come to know, and what a lot of my clients are coming to know or have come to know, is you want to know the result or what you're wanting to manifest, what you're wanting to create in your life, and then we're going to take the action from where we are. We don't need to know step 5 or 50 if there's a lot of steps. All we need to know is step 1 or 2. And step 1 and 2 might not be what you imagined. That's another piece. We want it in our time frame, how it looks. We want to be comfortable doing it. We want to know each step is going to be a success. It doesn't work that way. Take 1 or 2 steps. Get clear on 1 or 2 steps. And remember that 1 or 2 steps might not be what you logically would have chosen. Sometimes what your next step is, go take a nap. Go have fun for the day. Take a break. Those are sometimes what we're called to do that will actually move us in the direction of the results that we're looking for. And I would say we always have the answer within ourselves. It's always available within ourselves. Whatever we're confused about, whatever our questions might be, we know. There is part of us that knows. And if we truly don't know, then it's not time. But one of the reasons I say we know is because sometimes in client session, and I just had this conversation with a woman on social media, she wanted me to answer a question for her. And it was really clear that this was not a question for me to answer. So I asked her what her gut was telling her. And she was talking about shoulds. And it's like, not what you think you should do. If you had to answer to yourself, yes or no, what does your gut say? At that point, she's like, my gut says this. I was like, okay. She knew the answer. May not have been the answer that if she were to choose that she wanted to hear, but it was the answer that she was receiving. And part of the reason why she wasn't moving forward with it is because it wasn't really what she wanted to hear for an answer. And I just had a couple of people join. Hey, Lindsay. Hey, Debbie. It's good to see you both. I'm happy that you're here too. And if as you're listening to this, if you've got questions about clarity or you're confused or, yeah, I'd love to hear from you as always. Because as I was saying, is sometimes we say we're confused, and it's because if the information that was coming to us, well, the information that's coming to us is not what we really want it to be, because it's uncomfortable, or it takes us outside our comfort zone, or it's not fun. It's new, so that seems scary. And yet, that's what's going to help us move forward. I love using my intuition that's developed into psychic guidance that sometimes also comes through as channeled information. I love that because it allows me to step easier outside my comfort zone, step into taking new action and new ways of being that I wouldn't have taken in the past. I would have been one of those people that was like, oh, yeah, I'm getting this information, but I really don't want to do that. My cat, I don't know if you can hear her. She's meowing at my feet, or one of my cats. She seems very loud to me. But so yes, sometimes clarity or lack of clarity, confusion is we don't really want the answer that we're getting. So I would say, instead of spending a lot of time going, oh, I'm confused, I don't know what to do next, it's not clear, be honest with yourself that, okay, I know what I'm being called to do, and I'm not ready to do it. Or, I don't know that I'm going to do it yet. Keep it in your awareness. Keep it as a possibility. But don't put that energy into that spinning of, oh, I don't know what to do. I'm confused. I don't know what's next. It just leads to stress and overwhelm. And as I mentioned earlier, because clarity or lack of clarity is often a form of resistance, because we want things the way we want them, and that is, we want them on some level handed to us. We want it to be really simple and really easy and not have to be uncomfortable. So, you want clarity? Ask your question. Ask the question of yourself, and not of yourself up here in your mind, but of yourself as a whole, loving, mental, physical, emotional, spiritual being. Because that's where we want the information to come from. And if you're not quite ready to take the step of the information that you receive, that's okay. But be honest with yourself about it. Be honest and say, I'm not ready to take that step, versus, oh, I don't know. Because when we continue that pattern of saying we're confused and we don't know, we're asking for more of that. I don't know about you. I don't want to keep spinning in circles. I don't want to keep repeating patterns. If I'm going to receive something that I'm not ready to take a step to and take action for, I can ask myself questions and get to understand, why am I not ready to? Or what would I need to do to get ready to? That's going to be much more productive than spinning in circles. So again, if you're watching this and you've got questions or comments, feel free to post them, whether I'm still live or you're watching the video, because I will get back to you. And if you want to know more about being clear for yourself, you want to know how you can make these changes in your life or your business or both, you can send me a private message and we can connect. We can get on the phone, have a conversation, see what's going on, and discover what you can do to get the results that you're looking for. All right. It's been great to have people join me and to hopefully share some great tips with you. I'm sending some health and love, well, lots of health, love, and ease in your transformation until we connect again. I'll talk to you later. Bye.